So, good morning. Second year BCom Computer Applications, semester 2. Semester 2 Programming in C++, C and C++. Second year BCom Computer Applications, semester 2 Programming in C and C++, according to new syllabus CBCS. Programming in C and C++. So, today we discuss two important essay type questions, that is data types in C and operators, various operators or different operators in C, different types of operators in C. Both we discuss here. So, start with data types in C. So, what is a data type and what are the different types of data types? So, data type specifies the type of data that a variable can store, such as integer, floating, character, etc. So, in any programming language, data type means it tells which type of data or information is to be stored, or which type of data or information is to be recorded in a variable in a program. So, generally there are many types of data types are there. Many type of data are used to store in various variables in a programming language. So, data types specify how we enter data into our programs and what type of data we enter. C language has some predefined set of data types to handle various kinds of data that we can use in our program. These data types have different stages, stage capacities. So, generally data types are used to tell how we enter the data or information into a program or a variable, how they can be stored and which format they can be used like that, and how they can be used in a program like that. So, basically there are different types of data types are available in C language. So, this is the chart which explains about various types of data types available in C language. Generally data types in C are divided into C are divided into primitive data types, derived data types, and user defined data type. It is an essay type question. It is a compulsory essay type question. There are two compulsory essay type questions which are available from unit 1. First one is data types in C language. Second one is different types of operators. Different types of operators in C language. Both are essay type questions. Both are compulsory coming from unit 1, that is first BCom computer applications, semester 2 semester 2 programming in C and C++, and as well as this is also available for useful for first year BCom also, first year BCom, BA and BCom semester 1. So, what are the different types of data types available? Means primitive data types, derived data types, and user defined data types. So, primitive data types are, primitive means primary data types, primary or main data types. They are called as int, char, float, double, void. What is int? Int means integers. All these are numeric data types, character data types, string data types, and void data type. Void means null, means without using or without any data type, variables without any data type like that. So, primitive data types means primary data types. Mainly primary data types are int means integer, char means character, float means float or real numbers or decimal numbers, double means double floating numbers or double real numbers. Void means there is no data type, or there is no any data type, null data types. So, generally int means integers. These are used to store integer values or whole numbers. Whole numbers means number without any decimal number. Char means character data type. Generally these are used to define and declare single characters or a group of characters or strings. Float means real data types. Float means real data types are real numbers or decimal numbers, numbers with some decimal point, numbers with some decimal. For example, 467 is an integer value. Similarly, character means a single character or a group of characters. A group of character is called as a string. String means a group of characters. For example, our name, address, city, all these are string character data types. Float means decimal values. Numbers with decimal numbers in numbers with decimal values is called as floating values, or decimal values, or some decimal real values or real numbers. And double means double the float values, double the size of the float values. Then void means null value or null data types, or data types with no return types, like that. So generally int is again divided into different types: signed int, unsigned int, short int, signed short int, unsigned short int, long int. So all these data types have some sizes, maximum size occupied, and they're also used some having some ranges, some ranges to be entered, like that. For example, integers generally occupied 2 bytes and some range, and characters generally occupied 1 character, 1 byte. What is a byte? 1 byte means generally 1 character. 1 byte means 1 character. Characters are generally used to store 1 character, 1 byte of information. Floating having floats are generally occupied 4 bytes, like that. These are primitive data types or primary data types. Primitive data types are primary data types, in that int, float, double are numeric values, whereas char is a character data type. And void, what is void? Void is a function, or a void is a data type which doesn't return any specific value, or which doesn't have any specific data type. Means void is generally used to return null values, or null something. Means whenever we doesn't require any variable without any specific data type, we may use void. Second one is derived data type. Derived data types means primitive data types are called as primary data types, whereas derived data types means derived, they have created or they are derived or formed with their other data types, or other parent data types. So derived data types are formed along with other data types or parental data types, like arrays, pointers, and references. Arrays, pointers, and references. Third, user defined data types are structures, unions, and enumerators. So these are the 3 main important components. Primitive data types are primary data types, and derived data types and user defined data types. Primitive data types are primary data types which we may directly use them to define any variables, whereas derived data types are formed or created with other data types, or other from primary data types. User defined data types are generally used for user defined data types are generally formed. User defined data types are generally formed with some user defined data types are generally formed with all these combinations of both the primitive and derived. Examples are structures, unions, and enumerations. So what are primary data types? Primary data types are primary. First one is integer type. Integers are used to store whole numbers. Whole number means a number without any decimal number, a decimal point, or a number without any decimal real number, a number without any decimal or point value. So generally all the data, and one more thing, all the data types are generally occupy some size, and they have some ranges also, a range of values to be accommodated. So what are the type, size? Generally the size is measured in bytes, range also. So integer or signed int or signed int occupies 2 bytes, and range is minus 32,768 to 32,767. Unsigned int. Unsigned int means it is also what is signed and what is unsigned. Signed means it is having some sign, number, numeric sign, means it is a, all we know that every number have a sign, either positive or plus or negative, minus. Unsigned means a number without any specifically used sign symbol, means generally they are by default they are positive numbers. So signed means they can be used to enter both negative and positive values, occupies 2 bytes, range is minus 32,768 to 32,767. And unsigned means they also having maximum of 2 bytes and range is 0 to 65535. Short int or signed short int. Short int means generally they occupy less size and they are having some less low range. Generally short int occupies 1 byte. 1 byte means what is 1 byte? 1 byte of information is generally used to store a one character that is 8 bits, and the range is minus 128 to plus 127. Unsigned short int means it is also 1 byte, range is 0 to 255. Long int or signed long int, generally they are they occupy 4 bytes. The range is minus 2 lakhs to 147 48 483 6482 plus something. Similarly, unsigned long int means generally there it is also occupied 4 bytes, 0 to some number. So this is the table which tells about different types of data types are available with their size occupies in memory and the range specifies to store them. So this table explains about different types of data types and their sizes and their range of values to be supported. So this explains about floating or real type or decimal number systems, decimal data type. So floating or decimal or real number systems. So floating type means floating point number. What is a floating point or a real number? Means a number, generally a number with some decimal point. A number with some decimal point is called as a floating point number or a real number. So floating types are used to store real numbers. Size and range of integer type on 16-bit machine are generally float. Generally occupies 4 bytes. Range is 3.1 3.4 e minus 338, and double occupies 8 bytes. And long double occupies 10. So float occupies 4 and 8 occupies double occupies 8 bytes and long occupies 10. So character data types. So what are different types of character data types available? Char or signed char, unsigned char. So char is char, signed char or unsigned char generally occupies 1 byte. Char is the range is minus 128 to 127 and unsigned char is 0 to 255. Char means what is char? Char is used to store character data type or used to store character values, to store a single value or a double value, a single value, single character. Void means null value or null written value. Void data types are means no value. This is usually used to specify the type of functions which returns nothing. We will get acquired to this data type. We will start with the learning. So generally, if any data type, if any variable without any function, generally any function which returns nothing or which doesn't return any value is generally specified with void. So derived data types. Another thing is derived data types. What is derived data types? Derived means formed. Derived data types are generally formed or created by using some other primary data types or other primary or primitive data types. They are generally called as arrays, pointers and structures. So array is nothing but a sequence of similar data types, data items which are stored in memory in continuous manner. Arrays are sequence of data items having homogeneous values. Homogeneous values means is similar type of values. So what is the definition of array? Array is nothing but it is in arrays generally the values or the data or information is stored in continuous manner with of similar data type or similar data type. So pointers, what are pointers? Pointers are considered by many to be complex in C, but this is not the case. So generally by using pointers we may access the internal hardware memory locations. So we may access the addresses and values at the specific addresses at the internal memory. So internal memory lo manam unna memories లో ఉన్న డేటాని లేదా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ని వాటి అడ్రసెస్ని యాక్సెస్ చేయడానికి ఈ పాయింటర్స్ అనేవి యూస్ చేస్తాం. అండ్ యూజర్ డిఫైన్డ్ డేటా టైప్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ యూజర్ డిఫైన్డ్ డేటా టైప్స్? జనరల్లీ స్ట్రక్ట్స్, యూనియన్స్ అండ్ న్యూమరేటర్స్. Structs are generally used to create structures. A structure is nothing but it is a collection of different data items treated as a record or to create a record. For example, a student structure having some hall ticket number, name, marks, like that, different data items. And union, what is union? Union is generally used to different data items in the same memory location, whereas structures can be the definition of structure is also same. The union and the structures are also same, both are same, but the difference is in structures the location memory locations are different, whereas in unions generally the same memory locations are used for all these things. Enumeration, enum is another data type. It is also user defined data type to create some type of data items. So these are the main concepts of data items. So this is the first essay type question coming from first unit. And second part is operators in C, that also we will discuss here. So next component or next PPT is about operators in C. What are the different types of operators available in C? This is also another essay type question which is coming from first unit. So operators, what is operator, operand and variable? So there are some terms are used in C language. What are they called as? Like for example, variable. What is a variable? A variable is generally a place where some value is to be stored. Variable may change its value during program execution. For example, age or marks is a variable. By using this variable we may store different values on it. Some 2-digit number with any value 0 to 99 can be used to store it. So they are called as variables. Constants means fixed values. For example, age, some age is some 60, and that is a fixed value. So operators and operand. What are operators? For example, in a expression, what is an expression? Expression is for example, sum is equals to a plus b plus c, or average is equals to a plus b plus c by 2. Here sum and comma a comma b comma c are three different types of variables. plus by divided by or equals to are operators, and by 3 is a constant. So in the expression sum is equals to average is equals to a plus b plus c by 3, sum a b c are variables, whereas plus by equals to are operators, 3 is a constant, a numeric constant. So what is an operator? Operator is a special symbols that tells the compiler to perform a certain mathematical or logical manipulation. So what is an operator? Operator is a symbol, a special symbol which is used in C programming language, having some specific predefined meaning in expressions and calculations. So there are many types of operators are available in C language. So basically operators are three types: unary operator, binary operator, and a ternary or a conditional operator. And every operator have a specific meaning, means predefined meaning, means it can be used in at an appropriate place only, and having its own meaning and own definition. So every operator have its own limitations and own meaning and say own syntax and some rules and regulations like that. So operators are basically three types: unary operators, binary operators, and ternary or conditional operators. Unary operators, binary operators, and ternary or conditional operators. So generally what is an expression in a C language means, for example, sum is equals to a plus b plus c. It is an expression. Generally in mathematical terms, a sum is equals to a plus b plus c is an expression. Right hand side, we have some value, or we have some expression, or we may use some formula, or like that. In left hand side, we must and should use a variable. So first, while evaluating the expressions, the value which is stored at the right hand side is executed or evaluated first, and generally it having some symbols, or some having some values or some constants like that. So generally all the expressions are evaluated from left to right, left to right, and there is a predefined order, some order to be used while executing the expressions, and these expressions are formed with symbols, symbols and constants and some special operators and variables. So what are the different types of operators? Unary operator, a binary operator, and ternary or conditional. Unary operator means only we can use single valued operator, or we can use only a single value operator. Binary operators means we may require two variables or two constants, like that. Unary operator requires only one variable, whereas binary operators generally require two variables or two constants or a combination of a variable and variable and constant. And unary operator generally we require only one variable. So these are the different types of operators. So unary operators means plus plus, minus minus, and derived. These are the special type of operators. Binary operators means, what are binary operators means? Arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and bitwise operators. Arithmetic operators are generally used to some calculations like additions, subtraction, multiplications, divisions, coefficient, percentage, like that. Why? Because they are called as binary operators means they require two operands. Operand means either they require two variables, either they require two constants, either they require one variable and one constant. So examples are, say, sum is equals to a plus b here. So what are the arithmetic operators? Plus, minus, star, slash, percentage. Plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, slash for division, Division again, division having two parts, coefficient part and remainder part, slash for coefficient part and percentage for remainder part. Relational operator examples, what are the examples? Sum is equals to a plus b, or sum is equals to 10 plus 20, like that. Relational operators, what are relational operators? Relational operators are generally used to compare two variables or two constants, or a variable and a constant, or a combination of them. So these are the relational operators. Generally these relational operators are used to compare two or more variables, constants, expressions, combination of them. So double equals to means checking for whether whether both the operands are equal or not. Not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, not less than or equals to. These are generally relational operators. They are used to compare two values or two variables, or a combination of a variable and a value, and expressions. Logical operators means generally these are used to compare two conditions. Two conditions means to compare two or more conditions, whether they are true or false. Logical operators are used. Logical operators are generally used for comparing two or more conditions or expressions. And or not. What are logical operators? And or not. And is generally used with double ampersand, or is used with two vertical lines, and not is used with explanatory symbol. And assignment operators. Assignment operators means equals to. So what is the difference between equals to and double equals to? Equals to, single equals to is used for an assignment operator to assign some value or expression to a variable on the left hand side, whereas double equals to is used as a comparison operator. Double equals to is used as a comparison operator to compare two variables or two constants, two expressions, or a combination of them. And what are assignment operators? Equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, slash equals to, like that. Bitwise operators. Bitwise operators are generally operated on binary numbers or binary digits, left shift, right shift, like that. So all these are binary operators. What is binary operator? Binary operators require two operands. Two operands means either two constants, either two variables, or a combination of a variable and a constant, or two expressions and combination of them. So these are the binary operators. So these are the different types of operators which are available in C. So first one is arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, and assignment operators, conditional operators, and special operators. So arithmetic operators generally used to do arithmetic operations like additions, subtraction, multiplication, division, like that. Relational operators are used to do some comparisons, like equal, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to, like that. Logical operators are generally used to compare and evaluate two or more expressions or conditions. Two or more expressions or conditions means whether two expressions or two conditions are equal to, or true or false. Bitwise operators are generally operated on binary numbers, like binary addition, subtraction, binary shifting, left shifting, right shifting, binary negative values, like that. Assignment operators are generally used with numbers, and they can be they are also called as some increment and decrement operators. Conditional operators are used to test conditions, and special operators are generally used for some specific purposes only. So arithmetic operators and examples. So these are the arithmetic operators with some table and examples and symbols. So arithmetic, the following table shows all the arithmetic operators supported by C language. Suppose we will take A and B as two variables, and A is assigned with 10 and B is assigned with 20. So operator plus additions, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, and slash for division, percentage for remainder. So as we already discussed, division is have two parts, quotient part and remainder part. Quotient gives the quotient value, that is for slash is used for division, and percentage is used for remainder part, remainder. Relational operators. So the following are the relational operators available in C language. Suppose a double equals to means double equals to, single equals to is used for assignment operator, whereas double equals to is used for relational or comparison operator. Means if you want to compare two variables whether they are equals to or not, double equals to is used. Double not equals to means exclamatory, equals to, greater than, less than, and all these relational operators give some result, whether either true or false. All these relational operators generally gives the result of as true or false. If the expression or the condition is true, generally they give true value, or if the expression is false, it may give false result. So what are the relational operators? Double equals to means not equals to, greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, and less than or equals to. Logical operators. So what are the logical operators? Basically three logical operators are available: and, or, not. And, or, not. And means double ampersand, or means double vertical bar, not means exclamatory. So these three operators are generally used for comparing two or more conditions. Generally these three operators are used to compare two or more conditions or expressions. Bitwise operators generally they operated at bit level. Bit means either 0 or 1 of a binary numbers, and these are various bitwise operations. Operators are available, like ampersand means bitwise and, vertical bar means bitwise or, left shift, right shift, bitwise exclusive or, like that. Assignment operators. So assignment operators can be operated, also called as increment and decrement operators. Examples are equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to. Equals to means assigning some value or expression or a variable on the right hand side to the left hand side variable. Plus equals to means it is increment operator, and minus equals to is also an increment or decrement operator. Star equals to, slash equals to, percentage equals to. Conditional operators. Conditional operator means ternary operators. Conditional operator means ternary operators. It is actually the if condition that we use in C language decision making, but so conditional operator is generally used with a question mark symbol. The syntax is expression 1 question mark, expression 2 colon, expression 3. This is the conditional operator. In this expression or in this conditional operator, first the condition or expression of at expression 1 is evaluated first, and if it is true, expression 2 is executed, and if it is false, expression 3 is executed. So this is the working of a conditional operator. So in conditional operators or ternary operator, three expressions are used: expression 1 question mark, expression 2 colon, expression 3. First expression 1 is evaluated or evaluated, and if it is true, expression 2 is executed, and if it is false, expression 3 is executed. Here we use some question mark operators. Special operators. There are many other special operators are also available, like size of, ampersand, star. Size of is used to return the size of a field or a variable. Ampersand means it returns the address of the variable. Star will returns the value at the pointer, like that. So this is the various different types of operators available in C language. It is also one of the compulsory setup question coming from C first unit. So there are two essays coming from first unit. First one is data types in C, and second essay is operators in C. Okay.